guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, this is my Boss SD-1 Super Overdrive pedal. And I just voided my warranty. Crap, that's 2 pedals. I just registered these things. What's up? Well, I had to do the diode mod, of course, on the Super Distortion pedal. Or SD-1, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, this thing has been annoying me since I bought it. And I'm not the type to bitch. But, you know. Anyways, well, not to the store. Every time I turn the power on, this thing automatically fires up, which I think I do have a buggered switch. It will turn off and turn back on again, but every time I plug it in, turn the power on to the power bar, this thing automatically comes on. Only pedal out of, 13 of them. Anyhow, so I got to figure that out yet, but I thought I cracked the back open earlier today, checking out the solder joints, because you never know. And I found well, how about every single solder joint has to be redone on this damn thing? This has got to be the worst soldering job I've ever seen in my life by any company. I mean, I'm used to seeing the odd one, maybe a couple, but every single soldering joint is like crap. This is pathetic, and this is Boss for you. I mean, I know it's a $60 pedal, but geez, for a company who's been in business as long as Boss has been doing pedals, I expect a lot better, because even my 40th anniversary distortion pedal has a better soldering job than this thing does. This is horrible, which could explain a lot of weirdness of the overdrive sound that's just not quite cutting the edge right. And so yeah, so we're going to go and resolder this entire board, and hopefully that fixes some of the sound problem. Not that it's major, but it's enough. I'm going to have to talk to my buddy over at Long McQuaid and see if he can order me a new switch though. I'm not going to butcher the pedal with a third-party hack job. I want a proper switch, so I'll have to order one in, and then I can change that at a later date. But then again, you never know, I might just solve the problem here, because I've also found solder flakes where they don't belong either, touching other stuff, and hopefully we'll clean up a lot of that extra stuff too that I've been seeing on here as we go along and resolder things, because yeah, I'm looking through my magnifying glass here, and even right here actually, it's like a hole that shouldn't be there. And that's not cool. And same with this joint, it's cracked. Most of these look like they're not even touching anything, like there's solder there, but it's like a hollow spot, which is usually bad. So that can cause arcing and stuff to go on. And yeah. So anyways, for those of you who aren't all that handy with a soldering iron, I'm going to show you how you do this. It doesn't take much, just a little bit. Try and be quick about it, but don't go too fast, but don't go too slow on the solder joint either. You just want to heat stuff enough that it melts the solder. You put some fresh stuff in there. And don't cross any contacts, because yeah, that would suck. But if you do, make sure you got a solder sucker, which is one of these little guys. These are handy. About 9 times out of 10, it just takes resoldering the contacts, and it becomes a whole new device again. My stepson had a Monte Carlo once, and the daytime running light module gave up the ghost. And of course you need that for safety. So I thought, you know what? It's probably like any other hunk of junk, scrappy piece of electronics. It wasn't put together right, and probably just need to be resoldered. So we took it out of the car because it was going to cost way too much money to put a new one in, but we were prepared if we needed to be. So instead, we resoldered the entire board, because I found a lot of bad solder joints. Now, this is a brand new pedal, so it has no bloody excuse for being this bad with contacts. So anyway, we resoldered it, and it came right back to life. And of course that allowed that part of the safety to be passable now. And everything was good to go. And you can do the same thing with your computer in your car when it goes down as well. 9 times out of 10, all you got to do is fix the broken contacts, because over time electronics heats up, cools down, heats up, cools down, and eventually you get cracked joints. So you just resolder this stuff. Usually fixes it. There's the odd time, of course, when it doesn't fix it. And that's when you basically go, okay, I guess I'm replacing this piece. Okay, now this is an area we got to be very careful in. You know, I think that's going to have to be crossed. I might have to run a jumper off this one. Shit. Oh my god. It's a sad day when you gotta fix a company's mess up. Of course, it isn't the first time I've had to do this with stuff that I've bought. You do need a bit of a steady hand for this, which usually helps a lot. And you do need a bit of an eye in order to see what you're going after. The other thing too is when you do resolder connections, especially when they're really super tight places like a lot of these stupid things are, you melt the solder, it'll actually pull itself away from where it's too close from, which is kind of nice because then that fixes other issues. Now in here I've got an IC chip I got to do. And I'm going to leave that till the end, because I hate soldering IC chips. You got to be very, very quick on those, very delicate, because they will pop real fast if you get too much heat on them. Some circuits you'll see that they kind of swarm in the same path. That's when you can actually join those pieces a little bit better. So that has to stay separate. Now I've got a piece of Gorilla Tape on the back of the pedal, as you can see. That's because it's got to hold the board down flat for me, so otherwise it'll just pop up on its own. It doesn't take long to do this. So when you see like really dull joints, usually a bad sign, but not always. It's when you see the lead coming through the connection, that's when things are getting a little on the serious side, that it's not making proper contact, which could explain a lot of background hum noise that you shouldn't have. It's because of joints that actually arc, or they're not making proper connection, would be your other term for that. And the only way to fix it is to do exactly what I'm doing. Try and follow yourself a path so that you hopefully don't go over something twice. Not that it's going to hurt anything, but you only want to try and do this once. Now, you still run the risk that this may not solve the problem, may not solve all your problems, might solve some but not all. And the problem is that when circuits are left alone and not fixed in time, it can become too late for certain parts. In which case, yeah, it ain't going to work too well. So hopefully, because I haven't really run this pedal very much, hopefully it's fine. Now, I also use a very high lead content solder. What they're using nowadays for electronics, because of all those mamby-pambies out there that are crying boo-hoo over lead, they use a lot of high tin-based solder. No offense to the mamby-pambies out there, but lead never killed us when we were growing up. But, however, don't mean to offend anybody either. But without using a high lead content solder, you get this sort of crap going on that doesn't get soldered properly. And that's why all your electronic stuff breaks down so much quicker, and why you keep spending money on replacing shit sooner than you should. Okay, so down to the IC. We'll get it done. Now earlier tonight, when I had this apart, I pulled away some little flecks of shorting out solder against areas. And it looks like that one area is now completely free, but I'm going to give that one little touch over. I'm going to just double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. Wow. Okay, I see something here that I gotta check. Okay. bad one right there. Perfect. Okay, looks like we got them all, and looks like they all look the way they should. Proper. It's got a little fleck there, I can see. A little piece of solder right there. There we go. Good. I don't think that's going to fix our switch problem, but we'll hope for the best regardless. Our switch connects, actually, right there. That's the two for our switch. And yeah. Now, the actual switch contacts, how are they looking here? Well, I guess that's as best as those are going to get. At least they did something right in here. That's always good to know. Well, hope for the best. We'll see what it sounds like in a few minutes anyways. Don't forget to put this plastic back in, otherwise, yeah, you're going to be asking for it. Short circuit! Anyways, not kidding you. There's a reason why that plastic shield is there, so make sure it goes back in right. So guys, that's how we resolder our circuit board. Now, even though we're doing this to a guitar pedal, this would apply for anything that you take apart that may need to be resoldered. So before you think that something's actually dead, you might check the solder joints first and see what's going on, because you might just save yourself replacing your item. In this case, we're hoping to fix a little bit of the sound. Like I said, I doubt this is going to do a damn thing for the switch, but I just find it weird that out of even all my Boss pedals, this is the only one that every time I turn the power on, this one just automatically turns on that it's already in the overdrive mode, because it's really freaking annoying me, because I always have to keep shutting the damn thing off and then use it when I want it, right? So, voila, reassemble Stephanie, and we'll hook this up, see if it turns itself on. Probably will, but like I said, if it does, we'll just get a new switch for it anyways, because that's probably all the problem is. Because all the contacts where everything goes is the way it should be now, and every other contact is fine. So good to rock and roll there. So we'll be right back with the test. Don't go away. Okay guys, big test. Let's turn the power bar on and see if this thing lights up. And it did. See, then I do that, I turn it off. My only Boss pedal that does that. Well, let's see if we did anything for sound improvement. So, onboard effects, all off. Try signal. definitely got more range out of the drive, because it used to go to about here, and then from 2 o'clock to full made no effect. Now it does. Yeah, more level too. Well, I'm happy with that result. So we cleaned up our sound, we got more range out of our drive, and everything else has got more range to it now. So at least that's good. So soldering did help. Just didn't cure that freaking power on thing. So that is still going to be a new switch. So there's a problem obviously with the switch, and we're going to have to cure that. Now, I want to show you one last thing, and I'm sorry for my arm getting in the way. This is the distortion pedal that I did the mod to for the diodes, okay? Now, you'll notice, okay, there's on, there's off. Okay, I'm going to turn my amp off. Power bar's off, okay, no power, okay? Turn that on. It doesn't come on. It's not supposed to. Till I want it. And if anybody's curious about that good old dial mod, this pedal sounds way better. Turn off all those effects. There's full distortion. You'll notice it's got more output than my clean channel. So I can turn that to there now. That's how a pedal should work. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. You learned a little bit about soldering too and fixing the pedal up. Now our overdrive is the way it should be, and sound the way it should be too. Just got to replace that switch. Brand new pedal, I know. I could have just claimed the warranty and they probably would have just gave me a new pedal, which I know they would have. But, you know, this makes for a video too to help you guys out that don't have a warranty anymore. You get like a standard 1-year warranty with Boss, and then you register for the 5-year. So I registered both of these for the 5-year warranty, and I just kind of blew the warranty on both. But you know what? I really don't care. The pedals work fine. Boss stuff doesn't usually die anyways. I mean, it's very hard to kill a Boss pedal. But on the same token, they are great pedals. It's just, that is the worst, absolute worst soldering job I have ever seen out of any company. And I'm really surprised even for Boss, because my distortion pedal, like I said, it had a way better soldering job than that overdrive pedal. So that kind of really shocked me that, you know, they let that one even through, you know what I mean? And I haven't taken my course on ensemble part. I'm not gonna. I'm leaving the 5-year warranty on that sucker. I'm not messing with it. It works perfect. It has no issues. We'll leave it that way. But, so I'll talk to my buddy, I guess tomorrow, when he's back at work. I think he's at work tomorrow. And see if he can order me in a replacement switch for my pedal, and I'll change that out, and then that should be the end of it. So, again, thanks for watching. Hey, if you're new to my channel, hey, hit that sub button and smash the bell to get updates whenever I put new videos up. Got a lot more stuff coming for you guys for music stuff this year, and as well as a lot more RC stuff too, so no worries, among other tech that I got coming through. So, hey, check you later. Ciao.